Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Digital Hustle Podcast. Today, we are diving into a really cool marketing strategy that's designed to solve one of the most frustrating problems for anyone trying to make a living online. So, what is it? It's called Borrowed Trust Payday. Now, the name alone is pretty intriguing, right? It kind of hints at a method for taking those ice-cold, skeptical clicks you get and actually turning them into real commissions by, well, borrowing trust from other places. Let's dig into what that really means.
And hey, real quick, before we get into the nuts and bolts of this thing, if your goal is to really scale up and hit that 10K a month mark, I've put a resource for you. It's the very first link in the description. But for now, let's get back to the big problem that this system is built to fix.
Okay, let's get right to the heart of it, because I know so many of you have felt this pain. You're getting the clicks, you see people visiting your links, but then you look at your sales dashboard and it's just crickets. It is absolutely maddening. So what is going on?
It's this brutal cycle, isn't it? You put in all this work driving traffic, sharing your links everywhere, you see the clicks roll in, and for a second you think, yes, it's working. But the final result is a big, fat zero in your account. It seriously feels like you're just spinning your wheels and getting nowhere fast.
And this quote just nails the psychology of what's happening. Think about it. We're all bombarded with links all day, every day. We've become super suspicious. The second we sniff a sales pitch from a link we don't recognize, we're out. And I love this analogy. We back out like we just walked into the wrong bathroom. It's that fast, that awkward, and that final. So here's the big light bulb moment. The problem isn't that you need more traffic. Not really. The real issue, the thing that's holding you back, is a fundamental lack of trust. A stranger on the internet has zero reason to trust your link. And if there's no trust, there's never going to be a sale. Simple as that.
And this is where the whole idea of borrowed trust comes into play. It's genius, really. Instead of spending months or even years trying to build that trust from scratch, you piggyback on the trust that's already out there. You know, people already trust certain websites, certain creators, certain communities. So by placing your offer in those trusted environments, it stops feeling like a sketchy sales link and starts feeling like a helpful, natural recommendation.
And this is the transformation we're talking about. This is the game changer. You're taking what we call ice-cold clicks, people who are super skeptical with their guard way up, and you're warming them up, turning them into red-hot buyers who are actually excited to see what you have to offer, all because of where they found the link.
Hey, if you're finding this helpful and you want more breakdowns of cool strategies just like this one, do me a quick favor and hit those like and subscribe buttons. It seriously helps the channel out a ton. All right, so let's get into the practical side of this. Okay, so the idea sounds great, right? But the big question is, how do you actually do it? Let's pull back the curtain and look at the simple three-step blueprint they've laid out.
It really breaks down into three simple parts. First, you set up what they call your trust hubs, which you can get done in just a few minutes. Think of these as little safe zones on trusted platforms that you control where you can pre-frame your offer. Then, step 2 is you activate the system. Basically, this just means you send your traffic to these trust hubs first instead of straight to the sales page. That's the secret sauce. That's how you warm them up. And finally, step 3, well, you get to sit back and watch the results, as those warmed-up visitors are way more likely to buy.
Now, looking at the features, a couple of things really jump out at me. First, 100% free traffic and no budget needed. That's huge, right? It takes away a massive barrier for most people. And it's designed to be super beginner-friendly with just a 20-minute setup. The fact that it says it works in any niche and you can scale it up means it's a really flexible, powerful method.
All right, so you might be thinking, this sounds cool, but is it really for someone like me? Let's talk about who this was built for and why they call it a risk-free opportunity.
So this system was created by a couple of veteran marketers, Tom E. and Mark Ray, and they specifically built it for one person in mind. Anyone who is just sick and tired of that frustrating loop of getting clicks that go absolutely nowhere. If that's you, then you are exactly who they were thinking of. And here's the risk-free part. To make it a total no-brainer, it's all backed by a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. That means you get a full month to put this to the test for yourself. If it doesn't work for you, you get your money back. There's literally nothing to lose.
And wow, check out the pricing on this. The regular price is listed at $179, but for the launch, the price is just $17.90. I mean, that's a massive discount. We're talking less than the price of a couple of fancy coffees for a system that could completely change your results.
So, it all comes down to this one question, really. After seeing the problem, understanding the strategy, and looking at the system, Are you ready to stop spinning your wheels and finally start turning those cold, useless clicks into actual buyers?
If you're nodding your head yes and you want to check this out for yourself, I've put the link to learn more about it down in the description below. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today on the Digital Hustle Podcast, and I'll catch you on the next one.